Hey, what's up, everybody? It's the Wolf Dog 123, and I'm just, I don't know, just making it a little neater around here, I guess. Make it look better. That's what I like to do. Make shit look better. um, yep, that's about all I'm doing. On my, well, I'm gonna put some windows in here and there, and then you can, okay, here we go. I'll turn it back on. And actually watch the zombies go up the water. I don't know how long it takes. There they go. They just jump. Oh, the. Okay. Gotta be looking really hard. Hold it. Hold it. Um. Okay, I don't know. Showing up by now, right? There it goes. There was one. Then you go over here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There it is. Oh yeah, skeletons too. Do I got my? Oh yeah, I do. Yay! All right. You know what I can do with this, right? Do this. Hmm. Wow, those zombies are excited to get killed. Yeah. What? Where'd you come from? Fuck. I'm supposed to be able to get out or whatever. What? Um, oops. I always forget about that one. Or this area. Oh. And, oh, wow. I never even thought about that. Huh. Okay, wait a minute. Ah, damn. Well, that sucks. Wait, it's right under here, huh? Ah! Ah, where'd you come from? Jeez. Oh, dick monster. Alright.
And number one is Advent Rising. When most people talk about Advent Rising, they usually focus on the marketing campaign, the delusions of grandeur from the game's director, the $1 million sweepstakes, the Orson Scott card involved, all that stuff. They rarely actually talk about the game itself. It's almost an afterthought to all the chaos surrounding it, and for good reason, because in comparison to everything else, the game just isn't all that interesting. The most unlikely of the many Halo killers, heavy scare quotes on Halo killers, by the way, Advent Rising was dreamed up by a few guys at Glyph studio that made box art and marketing materials for games and nothing else. It was a game literally dreamed up by marketers, and they pushed this thing hard. It was spotlighted in every gaming magazine. It was all over G4 TV, and it was everywhere. Most of the hype was manufactured, but there was some legitimate interest around it. The early preview showed at least some potential. The marketing machine behind it was so omnipresent, though, that it was bound to look at least few poor saps. You've already heard about this, but every Xbox copy of the game came with a Race for the Truth contest form, where whoever found all of the hidden glyphs in the game first would win $1 million. The only problem here, and something they really should have thought of before doing this contest, is that they had no way of verifying who found the glyphs first. So if you bought this game in hopes of getting $1 million, those hopes are dashed, so I guess you have to actually play it now. Not a good game, though. Total disaster. There is some real ambitions here, even if it's clearly a chopped up and compromised version. Whatever the original vision is, the flick aiming system is really bizarre. The constant matrix dodging is goofy as all hell, but at least the soundtrack's good. Too good for this game. Honestly, it's so bombastic all the time, it feels like someone put it in as a joke. Never has a game with so much money and hype behind it disappeared off the face of the earth like this one. And that's all for today. Leave us a comment. Let us know what you think. If you like this video, click like. If you're not subscribed, it's a great time to do so. We upload brand new videos every day of the week. Best way to single person, of course, is subscription. So click subscribe. Don't forget to enable notifications. And as always, we thank you very much for watching this. It's Michael's lowest prices of the season. Take up to 70% off thousands of items like fall floral, decor, and more. Score huge savings on beads and great deals on frames. Oh, and you'll love it. All yarn is on sale. Sign up to earn rewards while you save. This one curl is the reason I started my wavy hair journey. When I found Pose, I was desperate for a solution for my frizzy waves. I just wanted to be like the natural hair girlies I saw on Hair Talk. I took their quiz, which identified my wave pattern as 2B, and selected the hair modes that were most important to me. Then they personalized a made-to-order unique formula that's perfectly tailored to my exact hair. Like Doc Hopper, it seems Disney is determined to make being green even harder than it ever was before. We here believed, as did many others, that Disney was going to destroy Muppet Vision 3D in Hollywood Studios, the last project that Jim Henson ever worked on. But now, good news may be on the way. It seems the backlash from you, me, and everybody in between may have saved the Muppets Theater.
Wow. No shit.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of every background, stripe, age, belief, welcome aboard the Pro Channel. We're happy to have you. Our job is to explain entertainment, keep you ahead of the culture curve. Your job is to, well, enjoy. Folks, it's a lesson today in what can happen at Disney if enough people sway them to do the right thing. And this lesson is brought to you totally for free. You're on scholarship, no tuition required. Folks, today we're talking about just how much Disney apparently heard in terms of gruff when they thought in concept art they might destroy Muppet Vision. Is this perhaps a revelation that Disney might be reconsidering destroying Tom Sawyer Island and Rivers of America? That, I think, is a steeper hill to climb, but I believe, folks, that enough time and enough complaint and enough
shall we say, common sense set the way of Disney could turn them, just as they have switcherooed this one. We'll tell you about it with the panel right now. Marvin, you're the author of this one. Let's bring it up on the screen right now. Turns out that Marketplace is yet again the website we're going to. This by Marvin Montanaro. Former animator reveals what Disney is tearing down from Monsters, Inc. land at Walt Disney World and Muppets Safe. Folks, I think we may have saved Muppet Vision. Can we save Tom Sawyer Island? I don't know yet. Marvin, I'm going to defer to you in just a moment. When Walt Disney Parks and Experiences announced a brand new inverted Monsters, Inc. roller coaster coming to Disney's Hollywood Studios, guests were immediately wondering where the new attraction and accompanying Monstropolis Land was going to go. Many initially feared that the monsters would be moving in the spot currently occupied by Jim Henson's Muppet Vision 3D and the surrounding Grand Avenue area that marks the entrance to Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. Marvin, can I get a Kermit voice real quick, please? You got one? You got a question?
Hi-ho! Don't tear down our theater, please! Yay!
Well done. But on a recent live stream episode of the Tammy Tucky Show. Tammy Tucky Show. That's
I was not familiar with her work, but she seemed delightful.
There you go. A former longtime Disney animator who worked in the Disney's Hollywood Studios animation building from 1989 to 2001 seemed to confirm that it would be the former animation studio and Star Wars launch bay shutting its doors rather than the beloved Muppet attraction. All right, let's hold there now, Marvin, because we saw concept art, and it seemed to indicate definitely that this was going to go where the Muppets were, and then voices sprang together to save the Muppets. Save the theater. It goes right in line with the movie, I believe. Except this time Disney is the villain.
It's literally the plot of two Muppet movies. You've got the Muppets with Jason Segel and I believe it's a Very Merry Muppet Christmas Special. That's literally the plot. Evil corporation wants to tear down Muppet Theater. Muppets have to stop it. Bob Iger is Tex Richmond, the evil oil baron, and Miss Bitterman, the wealthy heiress from Very Merry Muppet Christmas movie. So, yes.
All right. So, Marvin, it's going in the animation courtyard, we believe now. But that is going to be a heck of a change over there because there are other attractions in that same vicinity. How do you see this playing out? Are they just going to destroy the animation building itself, or are we going to see a full transformation of the entire courtyard?
Well, I think it's going to be a full transformation of the courtyard. I think you're going to keep the Little Mermaid Theater because we know that they're bringing a new show into there. But the entrance to that is out front and off to the side, so I think that's pretty interesting. But once you go into Monstropolis, I think they're going to get rid of the launch bay. They'll get rid of some of the buildings behind it. I think they're also going to you get rid of where Disney Junior Live on Stage used to be. Because that's just a glorified dance hall now, and so they just do dance parties in there. And you got you got two gift shops that are rarely open, and a character meet and greet with some Disney Junior favorites who could just easily be moved on to Hollywood Boulevard. I think it's a no-brainer. The launch bay has been essentially useless. It's been essentially useless and pointless since Galaxy's Edge opened up. Because, maybe it's time now to just kind of have character meet and greets at Galaxy's Edge and say enough with sticking so strictly to this story. You want to meet Darth Vader? Sure, you can go meet Darth Vader over here. So I think it's infinitely better. Now, originally we heard, that there were rumors that because there were executive offices back there, the executives didn't want to give up their offices. But apparently somebody above them was like, hey, maybe they sell clothing, hey, we'll build you new offices.
Gotcha. Well, they have enjoyed those offices greatly. Yes, we've known about that for a while. I guess what I would be a little bit annoyed with when it comes to Disney, and this seems to be a recurring issue, is that they have all the land in the world they need to just build this on expansion pads. Why are they dead set on destroying stuff? I don't understand why we can't revivify the animation building into something better and interesting and still put this in another spot. They have all kinds of land. They were just bragging recently about how much land they had. They had enough for 7 full-blown theme parks still, and yet they just destroy stuff to stack something new on top of it.
Well, honestly, I mean, with everything they announced at D23, Monsters Incorporated, Villains Land, Cars Land, Encanto, Central America, the Indiana Jones, you could have built a 5th gate from that.
Of course, no, you couldn't, because we have now confirmed that to Disney, the definition of a land is 2 attractions max and a lot of retail.
Yes, well, they love that retail. They love the retail.
But I'm just saying that the lands that they've done lately are all 1 ride, 2 ride, that's all. Make another land.
That's all goes.
Yes.
Nolan, Erica, any thoughts on the Monsters Inc. ride coming up? You know, given that they're going to destroy the animation building, that's a negative. That's space you could use. And by the way, it's interior space with air conditioning. You could use to put something else there, and then also have land for this. But given they're going to do this, it seems to me to be overall a win that we are getting another coaster attraction at Hollywood Studios to increase the capacity of the park. What say both of you?
I think it's better.
Oh, go ahead.
It's better than replacing Muppet Vision. So, I mean, there's that. And I don't know, space seems kind of bigger to me. I don't know, it seems more fitting. I'm okay with it. I'm not upset about it at all. And to Marvin's point, maybe they'll bring some of those Star Wars meet and greets in Galaxy's Edge where they should be.
You could very easily create a Mandalorian and Grogu meet and greet location instead of just having him go out in the Wild West. You could even tie it into the story. Mando is putting together a bounty hunting team. He's interviewing people, and you're going to go in there and he's going to ask you questions.
There you go.
I'd say,
Nolan?
Well, the other thing to remember, the main reason we originally saw it over there in Muppets Land is that those remnants of Streets of New York kind of go with that theme of the new stuff. But on the other hand, you have to remember that the difference in cost and complexity and time of building, the name of the monsters town. It's all very flat. It's all very flat. It's all very simple. This is not the kind of detailed streets either that New York streets were there, or that, for example, the French streets in the Harry Potter thing at Epic are. This is a lot of flat 2D animation style fronts. That's easy anywhere. That doesn't have to happen there.
That's going to look really cartoony. Like, that's how I envision it. Like Zootopia. Kind of like that.
Nolan, your thoughts on this?
I, for one, if Muppet Vision stays, am extremely happy, because Muppet Vision 3D is a better experience than every single ride in the Magic Kingdom. That was Jim Henson's baby, and I will vouch for it being one of the greatest experiences I've ever had in my life. The use of practical effects with visual effects and the use of practical effects with visual effects and screens is admirable, and it would be a great shame to this whole dang country to see the Muppets fall. So I am thrilled that hopefully it'll be staying. And I actually really want to follow up to something Marvin and Erica were talking about, how moving the meet and greets to Galaxy's Edge. I am all for it. Completely stands the story, because when I was on the field here a few weeks ago at Disney, I was just thinking about how lifeless Galaxy's Edge looks right now. If you did like a trend where it takes like 20 popular Star Wars characters in costume, keep cycling through them on random days, that way everyone on Instagram is starting like all these strategies of, hey, what's the number one day you can see Darth Vader? What's the number one day you can see Luke or Rey or whoever? It would actually, I think, be a huge draw that could make every Disney trip to Galaxy's Edge unique. So I think it could be a major win. I hate to see anything getting torn down for the sake of this, but as long as it's not taking out a popular IP like the Muppets or Star Wars, I can agree with the decision. It's when they start jeopardizing popular brands and beloved attractions that I have a problem with it.
Well, at least for one day, we have saved the theater for the Muppets. We have stopped Disney from being Doc Hopper. They'll be back at it again. Don't worry. But maybe this kind of backlash can save Tom Sawyer Island. We shall see Rivers of America just as important. But
Picturing